Princess Kate says she's well as she attends solemn Armistice Day service. The Princess of Wales visited the National Memorial Arboretum in Lichfield, Staffordshire, where she paid her respects. In the 2-minute silence, the Princess of Wales joined the nation in commemorating Armistice Day on Tuesday by attending the service of remembrance at the National Memorial Arboretum. It was the first time Kate had been to the service at the memorial, which she hailed as a special and powerful place for personal reflection. For her visit just outside of Lichfield, Staffordshire, the princess dressed solemnly in a black coat and wore 2 poppies. As the clock struck 11 a.m., Kate joined attendees in observing the 2-minute silence. She also paid her respects by laying a wreath in remembrance of those who have made the ultimate sacrifice and those who have served in the armed forces. During the princess outing, she bumped into royal photographer Arthur Edwards, who has been photographing the royal family for decades. "Hello Arthur," she said. When he commented that Kate's hat nearly blew off during the ceremony, she replied with a huge smile and a laugh. "I thought I was going to lose it one time." And when asked if she was keeping well, Kate, who has been in remission since January following last year's cancer diagnosis, said, "Yes, I am. Nice to see you. Hope you are keeping well." The princess' solo engagement was the final in a string of engagements marking the Remembrance Day period. Over the weekend, she attended the Festival of Remembrance at the Royal Albert Hall in London, accompanied by her son Prince George, 12, who was making his debut at the event. Prince William was noticeably absent, traveling back from Brazil, where he staged his Earthshot Prize Awards. On Sunday, Kate was once again in the public eye as she joined the royal family at the traditional Remembrance Sunday service at the Cenotaph War Memorial in central London. Watching proceedings from a balcony alongside Queen Camilla, the royal looked particularly moved as she observed the 2-minute silence and saw members of her family lay wreaths at the memorial. Stepping out again on Tuesday, Kate, 43, paid her personal respects to those who have died in conflict. See the best photos from her emotional outing below. Kate was given a warm welcome as she attended the service of remembrance for the first time in Lichfield. The royal mastered the somber dress code in an extremely dignified black coat dress by Catherine Walker. It featured military-style buttons running down the bodice with fringe detailing, as well as boxy shoulders and a Peter Pan collar. During the 30-minute ceremony, she regularly held onto her wide-brimmed hat to prevent it from flying away. Armistice Day, which falls on the 11th of November, is the anniversary of the end of the First World War. Services across the UK and Commonwealth countries are held to remember servicemen and women who have fallen in the line of duty. Speaking about the memorial site in Staffordshire, Kate said, "It's a memorial, but it's a place of personal reflection for people. It's so raw, it brings it all home to everybody." Kate was seen closing her eyes as she joined attendees in observing the 2-minute silence as the clock chimed 11 a.m. Kate laid a wreath in honor of those who have died in conflict and those who have served in the armed forces. The note card featured a handwritten message, signed Catherine, "In memory of those who made the ultimate sacrifice, we will remember them." During the service, a specially commissioned poem was read by the Arboretum's poet-in-residence, R.G. Manuel Pillai. The poem reflects on the importance of personal connections, experiences and bonds that are formed through military service, themes that are particularly close to the princess' heart. The service also featured performances by talent in the ranks and black voices. Kate appeared visibly moved by her first visit to the Arboretum. Speaking to Haley Lawrence, Royal Army Medical Corps, she later said, "It's a national memorial and seeing the names and the families and friends, it's so powerful." After the service, Kate visited the memorial wall, where she viewed the newly dedicated names that have been engraved on the wall. She was introduced to Squadron Leader Beth Long and her 2 daughters Scarlett and Sophie. Beth's husband, Squadron Leader Mark Long, tragically passed away in March 2024 in a Spitfire crash during Battle of Britain memorial flight duties. His name is the most recent to be etched on the wall, which Beth pointed at. There are 16,000 names on the stone memorial with room for 15,000 more. Kate also had the chance to meet veterans after the service, including a group of Second World War veterans, who regalate her with their stories. Speaking to 101-year-old D-Day veteran Alan Kennett, Kate said of her eldest son, "George will be very jealous." Jeffrey Spencer, a 100-year-old RAF veteran and VJ Day hero, also told the princess about flying Lancaster bombers in the Second World War. Kate said, "George very much likes Airfix models and the Lancaster bomber, and he knows much more about aircraft than me." Kate also held the hand of 100-year-old Donald Bill Redston, Royal Navy veteran of VJ Day. Kate told him, "When I think I haven't been here before, but there's the National Memorial and there's the personal stories that I take away today. It's a special place. It's very nice to meet you. Thank you for sharing some of your stories." The royal greeted well-wishers who had gathered at the Arboretum and happily posed for photos, chatting and shaking hands. Josie Bradburn, 72, said afterwards, "She said what a beautiful place it was and has never been before and was honored to come here today and found it really emotional." One youngster even shouted out "Oh my God" when Kate shook her hand.